Hi guys, it's Zahid here from Abbey Property in Luton, and today we're discussing an important topic that often comes up when you're thinking about buying a property: stamp duty land tax, or SDLT, but I'll be referring it to stamp duty just to keep it short. So what is it and how much does it cost, and when do you have to pay it? Now let's get right into it. So firstly, stamp duty is a tax that you have to pay when you purchase a property in England or Northern Ireland. It varies based on the property price. The higher the price, the more stamp duty you pay. So for example, there is no stamp duty on properties up to £250,000. But if you're an eligible first-time buyer, the stamp duty free threshold rises to £425,000. And there's also discounted rates for first-time buyers for property purchases up to £625,000. Now keep in mind, this applies whether you're buying a property outright or through a mortgage, and the rates continue to rise as the property price goes up. Now let's talk about the additional homes. If you're buying a second home or an investment property, you'll need to pay an additional 3% stamp duty on top of the standard rates for properties costing more than £40,000. Mobile homes, caravans or houseboats don't attract this extra stamp duty. Now for non-UK residents purchasing a property here, there's another 2% on top of the existing rates for properties costing £40,000. For detailed information, I'd recommend checking out the gov.uk website. Now sometimes you might buy a new home before selling your old one, and in such a case you end up owning two properties, which means paying a higher stamp duty rate. But don't worry, if you're selling your previous home within the 3 years of purchasing your new property, you can get a refund on that additional stamp duty. So when does this tax need to be paid? Now you've got 14 days to file a stamp duty return and make the payment after purchasing a property. If not, the HMRC might charge you penalties and interest. Now typically your solicitor or conveyancer will deal with the stamp duty return and payment, but ultimately the responsibility to ensure it's completed and paid on time lies upon you. So remember, even if there is no stamp duty to pay, you still need to submit a return. There are a few instances where you don't have to pay stamp duty, like if you're gifting a home with no outstanding mortgage, or transferring a property under a court order during a separation, divorce or dissolution. All said and done, if you're liable to pay stamp duty, there's no escaping it. Now the best way to mitigate this cost if you're buying a rental property is to get a tenant in as soon as possible. And our property experts here at Abbey Property are ready to help you find a reliable tenant swiftly for a steady rental income stream. Get in touch today for all of your property needs, and remember, understanding your financial responsibility is key to a smooth property purchase. Until next time, take care.